dear students. Welcome to NEET Shala, and this is your host Suyashi. We are back with the third part, Structural Organization in Animals. 7.5 Frogs. Frogs can live both on land and in fresh water and belong to class Amphibia of phylum Chordata. The most common species of frog found in India is Rana tigrina. They do not have a constant body temperature, that is, their body temperature varies with the temperature of the environment. Such an animal are called cold-blooded or poikilotherms. You might have also noticed changes in the color of the frogs while they are in grasses and on dry land. They have the ability to change the color to hide them from their enemies, camouflage. This protective coloration is called mimicry. You may also know that the frogs are not seen during peak summer and winter. During this period, they take shelter in deep burrows to protect them from extreme heat and cold. This is called as summer sleep, estivation, and winter sleep, hibernation. 7.5.1 Morphology. Have you ever touched the skin of frog? The skin is smooth and slippery due to the presence of mucus. The skin is always maintained in a moist condition. The color of dorsal side of frog is generally olive green with dark irregular spots. On the ventral side, the skin is uniformly pale yellow. The frog never drinks water but absorbs it through the skin. Body of a frog is divisible into head and trunk. A neck and tail are absent. I repeat, body of a frog is divisible into head and trunk. A neck and a tail are absent. Above the mouth, a pair of nostrils is present. Eyes are bulged and covered by a nictitating membrane that protects them while in winter. I'll repeat once again this paragraph. The body of a frog is divisible into head and trunk. Neck and tail are absent. Above the mouth, a pair of nostrils is present. Eyes are bulged and covered by a nictitating membrane that protects them while in winter. On either side of eyes, a membranous tympanum, ear, receives sound signals. The forelimbs and hind limbs help in swimming, walking, leaping, and burrowing. The hind limbs end in 5 digits and they are larger and muscular than forelimbs than the end 4 digits. I repeat, the hind limbs end in 5 digits and they are larger and muscular than forelimbs that end in 4 digits. Feet have webbed digits that help in swimming. Frog exhibits sexual dimorphism. Male frog can be distinguished by the presence of sound producing vocal sacs and also a copulatory pad on the first digit of the forelimb, which are absent in female frogs. 7.5.2 Anatomy. The body cavity of frogs accommodate different organ systems such as digestive system, circulatory, respiratory, nervous, excretory and reproductive systems with well-developed structures and function. The digestive system consists of alimentary canal and digestive glands. The alimentary canal is short because frogs are carnivores and hence the length of intestine is reduced. The mouth opens into the buccal cavity that leads to the esophagus through pharynx. Esophagus is a short tube that opens into the stomach, which in turn continues as the intestine, rectum, and finally opens outside by the cloaca. This 7.20 figure represents the diagrammatic representation of internal organs of frog showing complete digestive system. Once you can look at this diagram, this is the heart, esophagus, liver, stomach, gallbladder, lungs, fat bodies, kidney, ureter and urinary bladder, cloaca, intestine, rectum. So this was the figure and you can see what has been mentioned on the paragraph, that Esophagus is a short tube that opens into the stomach, which in turn continues as the intestine, rectum, and finally opens outside by the cloaca. A liver secretes bile that is stored in the gallbladder. Pancreas, a digestive gland, produces pancreatic juice containing digestive enzymes. Food is captured by the blood bilobed tongue. I'm sorry. Food is captured by the bilobed tongue. Digestion of food takes place by the action of HCl and gastric juices secreted from the walls of the stomach. Partially digested food called chyme passes from stomach to the first part of the intestine, the duodenum. The duodenum receives bile from gallbladder and pancreatic juice from the pancreas through a common bile duct. Bile emulsifies fat and pancreatic juices digest carbohydrates and proteins. Final digestion takes place in the intestine. Digested food is absorbed by numerous finger-like folds in the inner wall of intestine called villi and microvilli. The undigested solid waste moves into the rectum and passes out through the cloaca. Please like this session sponsored by Meetshala. And this is your host Suyashi. Now, frogs respire on land and in water by two different methods. In water, skin acts as aquatic respiratory organ, cutaneous respiration. This dissolved oxygen in water is exchanged through the skin by diffusion. I'll repeat this once again. Frogs respire on land and in water by two different methods. In water, skin acts as aquatic respiratory organ, cutaneous respiration. Dissolved oxygen in the water is exchanged through the skin by diffusion. On land, the buccal cavity, skin, and lungs act as the respiratory organ. The respiration by lungs is called pulmonary respiration. The lungs are a pair of elongated pink colored sac-like structures present in the upper part of trunk region, thorax. Air enters through the nostrils into the buccal cavity and then to the lungs. During aestivation and hibernation, gaseous exchange takes place through the skin. The vascular system of frog is well developed and close typed. Frogs have a lymphatic system also. The blood vascular system involves heart, blood vessels, and blood. The lymphatic system consists of lymph channels, and lymph nodes. Heart is a muscular structure situated in the upper part of the body cavity. It has three chambers, two atria, and one ventricle, and is covered by a membrane called pericardium. A triangular structure called sinus venosus joins the right atriums. It receives the blood through the major veins called vena cava. The ventricle opens into a sac-like conus arteriosus on the ventral side of the heart. The blood from the heart is carried to all parts of the body by arteries, arterial system. The veins collect blood from different part of the body to the heart, and from the venous system, special venous connection between liver and intestine as well as the kidney and lower parts of the body are present in frogs. The former is called hepatic portal system and the latter is called renal portal system. The blood is composed of plasma and cells. The blood cells are RBC or erythrocytes, WBC or leukocytes, and platelets. RBCs are nucleated and contain red colored pigment, namely hemoglobin. The lymph is different from blood. It lacks a few proteins and RBCs. The blood carries nutrients, gases, and water to the respective sites during circulation. The circulation of blood is achieved by pumping action of the muscular heart. The elimination of nitrogenous waste is carried out by a well-developed excretory system. The excretory system consists of a pair of kidney, ureters, cloaca, and urinary bladder. These are compact, dark, red, and bean-like structures situated a little posteriorly in the body on both sides of the vertebral column. Each kidney is composed of several structural and functional units called uriniferous tubules or nephrons. Two ureters emerge from the kidney. In the male frogs, the ureter acts as urinogenital duct which opens into the cloaca. In females, the ureters and oviduct open separately in cloaca. The thin-walled urinary bladder is present on ventral to the rectum which also opens into the cloaca. The frog excretes urea and thus is ureotelic animal. Excretory wastes are carried by blood into the kidney where it is separated and excreted. The system for control and coordination is highly evolved in frogs. It includes both neural system and endocrine glands. The chemical coordination of various organs in the body is achieved by hormones which are secreted by endocrine glands. The prominent endocrine gland found in frog are pituitary, thyroid, parathyroid, thymus, pineal body, pancreatic islets, adrenals, and gonads. The nervous system is organized into a central nervous system, brain and spinal cord, a peripheral nervous system, cranial and spinal nerves, and an autonomic nervous system, sympathetic and parasympathetic. There are 10 pairs of cranial nerves arising from the brain. Brain is enclosed into a bony structure called brain box, cranium. The brain is divided into forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. Forebrain includes olfactory lobes, paired cerebral hemisphere, and unpaired diencephalon. The midbrain is characterized by a pair of optic lobes. Hindbrain consists of cerebellum and medulla oblongata. The medulla oblongata passes out through the foramen magnum and continues into spinal cord, which is enclosed into the vertebral column. Frog has different types of sense organs, namely organ of touch, sensory papilla, taste, taste buds, smell, nasal epithelium, vision, eye, and hearing tympanum with internal ears. Out of these, eyes and internal ears are well organized structures and the rest are cellular aggregations around nerve endings. Eyes in a frog are a pair of spherical structures situated in the orbit in skull. These are simple eyes possessing only one unit. External ear is absent in frogs and only tympanum can be seen externally. The ear is an organ of hearing as well as balancing equilibrium. Frogs have well organized male and female reproductive system. Male reproductive organ consists of a pair of yellowish ovoid testes and which is found adhered to the upper part of the kidney by a double fold of peritoneum called mesorchium. Vasa efferentia are 10 to 12 in number that arise from testis. They enter the kidney on their side and open into Bidder's canal. I repeat, opens into Bidder's canal. Finally, it communicates with the urinogenital duct that comes out of the kidney and opens into cloaca. The cloaca is a small median chamber that is used to pass fecal matter, urine, and sperms to the exterior. The female reproductive system includes a pair of ovaries. The ovaries are situated near kidney and there is no functional connection with kidneys. A pair of oviduct arising from the ovaries opens into the cloaca separately. A mature female can lay 2500 to 3000 ova at a time. Fertilization is external and takes place in water. Development involves a large larval stage called tadpole. I repeat, development involves a larval stage called tadpole. Tadpole undergoes metamorphosis to form the adult. Frogs are beneficial for mankind because they eat insects and protect the crop. Frogs maintain ecological balance because these serve as an important link of food chain and food web in ecosystem. In some countries, the muscular legs of frog are used as food by man. And with this, we come to an end of this chapter. Please like, share, and subscribe to your Neat Shala. And this was your host, Suyashi Vineet, signing off. Thank you.